Hey, what's going on? It's Rick here, and today I'm going to be showing you the Disney Infinity figure display case. This is by PDP, and it's going to run you about $14.99. Of course, you can do your shopping and see if you can pick it up cheaper. These are display cases that are going to hold your Disney Infinity figures, and I'll tell you right now, I mean, this is not necessarily going to be something for kids. This is probably for the collectors out there, like myself. And I'll speak to that in just a moment and why I think that's really the case. You get 3 of these inside of this box right here. They do not come assembled. They wouldn't fit in the box if they did. So basically what you're getting is 3 of these bases inside of the box, as well as 3 of these that are marked Disney Infinity, and then the corresponding half, 3 of these. And put all together, I'll just show you kind of how you do this. It's really simple. You line these 2 up just like that, and then you're going to push these into place. Now, at an angle off camera, or on the camera, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to do, but I can tell you that when you do this in front of yourself, it's not that difficult. So let me take it off camera just for a second. There's 1, there's 2. Pretty easy to do, and that's all there is to it. Now, what I do want to show you back here that's kind of cool is these 2 notches are on the inside, and that's for holding a card. So remember, these figures are going to come with a card, and you can pop the card right back there. This is the base, and when you're done, you just pop that on top of it. Now, the way this works with the figures, there's a small little notch here as well as here. So you're going to put one end in just like that and push down, and it'll stay in place. You can flip it upside down. It's not going to do anything. And you can actually rotate it. So let me show you what I mean by that. We'll pop this on, and this just pushes on just like you see me doing here. So it requires a little bit of force, and this is why I say for little kids, it's probably not an ideal solution, but for adults and those of us who really want to keep your figures in nice shape, maybe display them on you know, a table, or if you've got a shelf or something like that, it's going to work out really, really well. And the nice thing, as I mentioned about this, is here is the Crystal Lightning McQueen. There's the card back there, and it just kind of sits in there. Now, the one complaint I have about the cards is that sometimes they do fall out. Those notches back there aren't the best of design, so sometimes the card's going to fall out. It's an easy fix if you get some sticky tape or something back there. And then depending on the figure size, you can actually spin them just by turning the base down below. Some of these figures, it's a tight fit. For example, I'll show you Sully here. His finger really touches the glass, so you can't really move him all that much. And then Davy Jones, his hat comes right to the top and touches the top. So it's going to be interesting when some of the figures such as Jack Skellington come out. If he's bigger, is he going to fit in these? I don't know. Overall, it's a great solution. By the way, if you notice, there's these little notches here. So a couple of things with that. You can attach them like this, or you can stack them just like this. So it's a really nice way to display your figures. From a cost perspective, I priced this out. I mean, you could go to a hobby shop. You could pick up a football display case for your figures. That's going to run you, depending on where you look. I looked around my area, anywhere between 30 to 45 bucks. And then you're probably only going to fit about maybe 4 or 5 figures in it. And then also, if you look at something like a baseball display case, that's going to run you even more. So I've priced it out at between $60 to $80. And then it's really, really large. So this is a nice way. You get the branding. You can spin it a little bit depending on the figure. It holds the card. And by the way, I mean, if you got really obsessive about this, which personally I'm just going to take these out when I'm playing with them, but you could sit this right on top of the Disney Infinity play pad, and it registers and it works. So that is the Disney Infinity figure display case. It gets a 4.5 out of 5 from me. The only improvement I would like to see is in that card holder. By the way, I will mention this is plastic. So you're going to see a little scuffing on some of it. It's not perfect, but it's nice, and it's a really solid design. And again, these figures, when you flip them upside down, because they snap in place, they aren't going anywhere. So it is the Disney Infinity figure display case by PDP. Gets my 4.5 out of 5. If you guys have questions, comments, or feedback, as always, feel free to leave them down below. Better yet, you can hit me up on Twitter at Metagamers, and I'll catch you next time. Take care, everybody, and have fun.